Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Pandas taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught inside the 30. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Touchdown, Tigers! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's caught. It's Pettis. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch.
Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the...
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one
fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bitonio. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
These guys aren't human animals. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's taking the shot. And he grabs it at the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Bitonio. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bitonio. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that...
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He wants to pass it on second down. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Bitonio. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After the short completion, it's now second down. He's looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on second down. Pulls it in. It's Bitonio. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game,
He uncorks one deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After misfiring, it's second down. They want to just keep throwing it. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. He's going to take off. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabs it in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Next up, 6 is now third and goal.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown LSU! And the route is on.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this all...
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defensive's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. If you take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.